Today we are going to lift a car using a vacuum cleaner. Yes, this household appliance that barely manages to remove hair from corners, today it's going to lift a vehicle that's practically a ton. And there's no cheap trick, it's pure physics. Stay till the end. Think of a bad idea, we love it. We saw this experiment on a channel of a physics teacher named Bruce Yen. He conducts engaging experiments with his students. And he managed to lift a very large car using a sort of giant cushion. The business setup is simple. You take a tarp, fold the tarp in half, seal the edges well, forming a kind of closed bag. Connect the vacuum cleaner in reverse through a small hole using the blowing mode. Place the car on top and fill the tarp as if filling a balloon. In theory, this lifts the car. This is theory. Let's start putting this thing together for real. The first challenge is to find a tarp that can handle the strain and that we can glue. The first tarp we tested was this one, and right away we realized it didn't work. It's made with braided wires. If you apply a little force, it starts to create space between one wire and another. Using the tarp with strips will cause leaks. Our tarp usage method is more complex. We're not going to force it too much. We needed something stronger. Our second option is this type of thinner tarp, but it's made of a solid plastic, not braided or tied plastics in any way. This means that it is much more sealing. There is a much lower chance of air escaping from inside. The downside is that this plastic here is polyethylene, one of the worst materials for gluing. Just to give you an idea, the superglue pot is made of polyethylene precisely because the superglue doesn't stick to it. I'm going to try using contact adhesive, which is the one we apply on one side, apply on the other, wait for it to dry, and then join the two together. This is one of my hopes with this difficult plastic here. An hour has passed, it looks like it's going to work. This vacuum cleaner has 1400 watts. It's not a super weak vacuum cleaner, it's average. If it can lift me up, we already have a chance of this thing working out. Look at this crazy thing. It lifted me up in 2 seconds. I found balance here between exhaling and inhaling. I can remain motionless. We must expand this. Danny and Lucas are going to make this giant cushion. You see them using another glue, which is polyurethane glue. I said not to use that glue. They wanted to test it, and in the end it went wrong. All the work you're seeing is being done, had to be done all over again using contact adhesive. The one that we used before, but didn't record the second part due to time constraints. This experiment required a very smooth floor. So we borrowed the court from Dragões da Real, the samba school where we recorded the Borave of the float. The first thing we need to know is if the glue worked. So let's inflate this tarp with nothing. Make a giant cushion. This way we know if we can lift the car. I'm almost off the ground. Oops, I'm leaving the ground. We have a giant cushion that will force its structure. You can stop and turn it off. Wow, look at this big light cushion. Go 1, 2, 3 and... I couldn't stand still on top because it threw me back. Under the car will be fun. My body was floating in the air in an uncomfortable position, which I'm afraid might happen to the car, it being thrown sideways by the cushion. We have to realize this before the car flips. The idea is to go up a little bit. If the tires leave the ground, we've lifted a car. Shall we deflate? Let's go. Let's put it under the car. We're going to put this ethylene vinyl acetate because there might be some part under the car, like a screw or a little tip that could tear the canvas. So it's a kind of protection here on top. I think it would be nice to align the car as much in the center of the canvas as possible because otherwise it won't work. Here is where the vacuum cleaner mouth goes, and we're going to try to secure it with these clamps on the side. 1, 2, 3, and... What we're doing here might seem completely nonsensical, but there's some really cool physics logic behind it. I know you're thinking that the vacuum cleaner is weak, and you're absolutely right. It is very weak, but we can do a trick. The HB20 we want to lift weighs about a ton, but we won't have a single point like a jack where we'll lift a ton all at once. We're using the entire underside of the car. Rounding off, the car is about 2 meters or 200 centimeters wide by 4 meters or 400 centimeters long. In other words, it has 80,000 square centimeters. A square centimeter is each little square like this one here. So, the car has 80,000 of these underneath it. So, if we think that the car's weight is being distributed over 80,000 little squares like this, do you know how much weight each little square will have? Just 0.44 ounces. That's where the vacuum cleaner comes in. When it's filling the big cushion underneath, it won't exert any force until it's firmly touching the car. When it starts touching the car, the force will start to apply here. And that's where something very cool about pressure in a gas or a liquid comes in. It distributes itself in a uniform way. It's the same pressure at all points of the gas or liquid, and this includes the air outlet of the vacuum cleaner. The required pressure is only 12 grams per square centimeter, which is very low. It can make about 200 grams per square centimeter. But Ibere, this sounds too easy. If it's like this, I can lift the car with my breath. Yes, you can lift the car with breath, but then you're starting to realize what the problem is. The volume, the amount of air that has to be blown is gigantic. And this takes a long time, even in the vacuum cleaner. In theory, it's cute, right? Will it work out there on the court? And I was about to forget to say, if you like science, we have the great science book of the Manual do Mundo, and in this first semester we are launching the great biology book and the mysteries of the universe, which is a beautiful astronomy book. I have 2 more releases planned until mid-year in Belém and Macapá. In the second semester, we will launch an atlas and a book depicting an astronaut's life. The list of all the books is linked below. There are already 23 books. I'm worried about the canvas coming loose. No sign of getting up yet. Oh, it's starting to crack, Donnie.
The car is rising.
Is it going up?
It's ascending. The car is ascending. It's going to loose.
The rear has already lifted, hasn't it?
It's already lifted.
Wow! Man, it only lifted from the back. Dude, that's crazy. And the front is heavier.
Shall we try to push here?
Look at this, then it turns. Wow. The car is lifted. Holy Donnie, this is very high, man. Is it a tire off the ground that you wanted? Look there. I asked Jansen to take a picture of the lifted car. Right when he was taking the picture, the tarp ripped in the back. It reached its limit. It was practically all inflated. And then it couldn't handle it. I think ethylene vinyl acetate completely solves the problem here.
And then on top of that, put the little wood, on top of the ethylene vinyl acetate.
Let's change the way we put the car now, so the wheels don't stay on top of the canvas. Let's see if it makes a difference. 1, 2, 3, and... The wheel has lifted off the ground. One side went up completely, possibly lifting off the ground entirely. We have a lifted car. It looks like a toy. The car is going to be very soft. Looks a bit weightless, right? It looks like the car is floating. If this isn't worth a thumbs up, I don't know what is. Punctured the top back there? Where did this top get punctured, huh? Ah, I found the hole. It's here.
Ah, it's a tiny little hole.
It's a hole of nothing. No, and it was even inside the part that was glued. Look, I put a silver tape on the inside. And now another one goes on the outside. I don't think air leaks here. Let's try to repeat the first test, but this time being careful not to tear it. Yeah, let's try to do it this way this time, with the car more to the front. Third round. This is when you start to get butterflies in your stomach, right?
The wool starts to release.
When it's stretching, it gives you a chill in the stomach.
It's about to start rising.
It's about to start rising. It's almost there. My patch here worked. Did it lift off the ground?
No, it's almost there. It's coming out. It's coming out.
Look there. It's sliding over there. It took off, right?
It took off. It took off.
Did it work or not, Danny?
It worked. Of course, it super worked.
Look at this. This is so crazy. Look, in this way, the car goes up too much. I think we need to turn off the vacuum cleaner. No, I want to go in now, Danny. I punctured the tarp. I punctured the tarp with the door corner. Turn it off, Danny. It's all going to leak. Show here, Jansen, the hole I made. Look.
Oh.
Are you going to do something wrong? It ruins the fun, right? But now, we've figured out how to fix it. Look, duct tape goes on the inside. It doesn't look great, right? But But at this point in the game, you must be finding this joke fun and thinking, is there nothing in real life that uses something like this? Is it so cool? Is this thing so powerful? Is it useless? Yes, it does. In fact, these devices save many lives. When we made a video at the fire department, they showed us a tool called a pneumatic cushion. Air is injected here and it can inflate. And just this cushion is capable of lifting 34 tons. Just to give you an idea of how much 34 tons is, this truck here, even full of water with 5,000 liters, it will reach 20 tons. This device is used to lift a train, such as when a person is trapped underneath. This tool is also used in construction to lift heavy objects off the ground. People moving sometimes use it to lift furniture off the ground and place it on the cart. Experience done. I would have already given a thumbs up. Subscribe to the Manual do Mundo, but you know we're not here to play around, right? This one is big. We have a slightly larger car, right? To record the Amarok's weight, it's nearly double the HP20 weighing around 2 tons. The fourth round was the craziest one. I think the first attempt won't work because the tires won't let the canvas inflate.
It's about to start rising.
This canvas is suffering a lot more now. And then, is it rising?
Wow, it's rising, it's rising, it's rising.
Yes, the rear rose.
Wow.
Then the front rose.
Did it rise? It rose, lifted an Amarok off the ground. Look at that, my God. What a brute thing, Danny. Look at that, it rose. Look at that, it's shifting, it's slipping. My goodness, I think it's turned quite a bit, hasn't it? The game is starting to get dangerous. To empty it, just reverse the direction of the vacuum cleaner. Awesome.
Next time, we'll straighten the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
With the ball pump, let's go. Want to see another crazy video where we use the vacuum cleaner? There's a way to turn a person into a sort of vacuum-packed steak. And we did that with Kleber Bam Bam over at Manual do Mundo. Take a look.